Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the last Friday of the month. Normally I go Thursday, but today I thought since it's end of the month, I'll make it Friday, and I will give you a lovely stretch and release class. A good way to end the week is just to get the body soft and receptive and flowy. So that's what we're doing today. I did also have, sorry, I did have a very busy week. I feel like that's such a blessing to be so full of activities to do, to balance it with rest. But today will be lovely to do a stretch and release class. So I hope you're feeling it too. All right, so it's going to be a couple of parts that we're going to do today. Stretching is definitely a part of it, breath work, and tapping. So tapping, breath work, and stretching. Beginning with the tap work, I do bring it in every now and again to a class. I just want to run through the basics for you again. It's called EFT tapping. I just call it tap work. And the reason that we do it, the reason why it's so effective, is that it brings you into presence. So it brings you into being present at the moment and being aware of your body. Tapping also means you're turning the attention towards yourself, which is really important because we get so busy outside of our world, doing, being, expressing, that we don't often take time for just centering and being present. That sounds all woo-wee, but it's important because self-nurturing is the key to helping others. So I'm going to start with the basic tap work, and I want to explain it as well because when you have a challenge, whether it be an inability to sleep or an irritability, or there's some person that's irritating you or that you just can't gel with, or there's some issue in your life that you're just not finding peace with, tap work is great because you can literally allow the solution to come to you. The solution is always there. It's just our ability to attract it that isn't. So there's the solution. Here we are. We're busy looking all this other way. Solution sitting there going, I'm over here. I'm over here. And tap work is a nice way to turn the two to each other, attract them together, and solution. And I have an issue at the moment. My dog is scratching. Loki, no, my girl. All right. So I'm going to give you an example of how tapping can help you overcome a situation, and then you can use it. I have at the moment, because I've worked hard this week, I have a bit of a chest. I can feel there's a lot of phlegm on my chest. So, and my breath is a bit thin, and that if ignored, that can lead to a little bit more coughing, a little bit more feeling down. So I'm going to start with my chest. So you start with the top of the head, and you identify the issue. Okay, so you start by saying, my chest is tight, my breath is a bit thin, I'm feeling a bit tired, and then you move the tapping to the eyebrows and you keep reiterating the issue. Now you're not making it worse, you're just owning it. So I have a tight chest, I worked hard this week, I maybe didn't rest enough, I'm feeling a little tired, and I feel like I need to clear my chest, get this off my chest. Okay, so it's top of the head, top of the eyebrows, below the eyes, chin and chest, and that's where you're going to tap. And then you're going to go from the chest to the side of the ribs and then to the gut. Okay, now, and you're going to keep saying that a few times. My chest is tight, my breath is thin, I'm feeling a little tired, I need to rejuvenate and feel nice and strong. When my chest is tight, I feel a little bit tired. I don't like feeling tired, I've got a lot to do, so I feel a little frustrated about that. And there'll come a point where you feel like you've got to the actual truth of the point. So for me, my truth, as I felt it, was I didn't rest enough this week. I was very busy, and I mistook busyness and time to rest, and I did one too much of busyness and not enough resting. But that's okay because it's Friday and I know that I can take time out today. So I'm now going to start positively affirming the message. It was a good week. I had a really good week. Although I was busy, I was doing things I really love. I was interacting with people that I really love, and I was providing a service of what I love to do. I knew going into the week that I was going to be really busy, and I knew that I might feel a bit tired by today, but I also knew that today I would be able to take time to fill up the coffers. So here I am today, taking the time to look after myself. I'm so glad, wow, I'm so glad that I have the tool set to know when to rest and when to work. I'm so glad that I have the ability to acknowledge the needs of myself. And here I am today looking after myself. And that is a good feeling. Okay, so I can feel right now, and I'm talking to you, I can feel a calmness over me and a sense of control. Like I've got this now. I'm not out of control. I'm in my body. I'm taking cognizance. I am managing all the aspects of my life, and I feel good. Okay, so tapping, you're going to keep doing the tap work until you feel that sense of resonance, until you feel I've got this. Whether it's like, oh, I binge ate again and I feel awful, I hate myself. Um, that would be your truth. That is what is. That's how you feel. So there's no point in trying to avoid how you feel. You want to get into that feeling and then start reintroducing a positive thought. I with binge eating, for example, one that I work with a lot of people is what led to that binge eat. There was an overwhelming experience. You fell out of control of emotions, and while you were in that out of control feeling, you weren't looking at it, you weren't being aware, and you ate to feel better. So there was a lack of awareness in the moment of emotional trauma, and that was your go-to place. So then your reinforcement will be, it's okay. I had a moment where I felt really out of it, and I felt, knowing myself, I looked for comfort, and that was my comfort place. So even though I was doing something that felt damaging after it, I was still looking to feel good. I was still looking to help myself, to nurture myself. And now I'm in the place where I'm like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Well, the positive thought is I'm still caring for myself. And now I'm going to find a better way to care for myself. I'm going to find a way that doesn't end up with me feeling, okay, I cared for myself, but now look at me, I feel awful. So your reinforcing is going to be the next positive thought. I recognize I was looking for care. For my week, I was looking after myself. I was doing what I need to do to earn the money I need to make to do all that other stuff. And I did it in such a way that I maybe didn't rest enough, but I knew that I was going to come to you today and I was going to rest. So when you look after yourself, maybe in a less healthy way, you're still looking after yourself. You're still doing what you need to do to care for yourself. And now with the tap work, you're going to recognize I was caring for myself and I appreciate that. And maybe the caring wasn't as nurturing as it could have been. I recognize that. And now today, I'm going to bring it all into alignment. I'm going to nurture myself in a healthy way. And then the next time that you reach for that less healthy way or you overdo something, you're going to be reinforcing, okay, hang on a sec. Although I'm nurturing myself, maybe there's a better way to do it. And so the pattern starts getting healthier. Okay. So that is a great way to tap. I really hope that you use it. If you want to work with me and let me help you to find the next affirmative expression, if you're battling with owning the expression and reaffirming it in a better way, just get hold of me and I would love to work with you on it, because I have found for myself that I can go off on a tangent of harming myself in my thoughts or my actions, and I go further and further away from self-nurturing, and then it's a long way back. And sometimes that long way back is hidden and you need a little bit of guidance. And I love tap work. I don't do it a lot because it's a whole modality. It's a whole modality on its own. And I don't have the time and space to do it on its own often in these videos. So if you'd like to work with me, if you'd like to explore tap work in your own life, please get hold of me. It's really good work. It's really great stuff. Okay, so that's the tapping. I feel you can hear my voice is a lot calmer right now after doing that work. just at 8 minutes. So it's powerful, and it's about self, and it's an exploration, and really learning about yourself. Enough of that. Right. What I want to go on to next is the breath work. Okay. Equally important, equally important in creating a buffer between you and the world, um, you and busyness, you and family, you and husband, you and child, you and everything out there. And while I'm husband, sorry, you and wife. Do not be sexist. You individual and the rest of the world. And if we are tense, we breathe shallow. If we are absent-minded, we are not focused on our breath. And if we're not breathing properly, very simply, the body's not getting enough oxygen. If the body is not getting enough oxygen, the blood is not getting enough nutrients to clear. If the blood is not cleaning the body effectively, we are more prone to sniffles, coughs, bad sleep, bad digestion, blah, blah, blah. As you know, that road is a long one. And you can do a lot to bringing health back into your body with breathing. Breath clears the body, heals the body. Breath clears the blood. So, okay, you get my point. Breath work is vital to our well-being. In terms of mental health, breath work calms the system down. Okay, the minute that we calm the system down, our cortisol levels drop. Okay, those with diabetes know we got to get that stress down. One of the main causes of diabetes is stress, cortisol, high cortisol levels. One of the main causes of heart disease is stress. Okay, we can digest most things that we eat because we've created the food that we eat. So we should be able to digest most of it. Obviously, there's a balance. But the reason why we can't digest and why it's not being nutritional enough is because our blood is not able to handle it, because there's not enough oxygen, because we're not breathing properly. Do you get my point? Am I like flogging a dead horse here? Okay, so you understand the importance of breath work. And you know, if you worked with me, how I bring it in every now and again. Again, with Pilates, with a 60-minute class, there's only so much time, okay, to do everything. So this class, I'm focusing on little modalities that I love you to do to bring in a wellness into your life. Okay, and that's tapping, breathwork, and stretching. Those three are taken care of. Believe me, everything else is going to be easy. So, breathwork. There are a couple of things about breathwork. One of the things I brought in a few weeks ago, when I started getting sick, when I knew I was getting sick a few months ago, is I was unable to hold my out breath for very long. One good way to test the lung health is when you breathe out, how long can you hold your breath? Okay, so if you breathe in, you feel like you can hold your breath for a long time because you know your lungs have got air in. Okay, but equally, we should be able to breathe out and hold our breath for quite a while. Okay, at least 30 seconds. Okay, if you find that you can't hold your breath for 30 seconds, you probably find there's a bit of stress on the lungs. So what I do with the breath work is that I start to bring in concentrating on each breath, breathing in for a certain amount of time, holding the breath for a certain amount of time, breathing out for a certain amount of time, and then holding again. We call it box breathing. Now that's a good start. That's a good foundation. And what I like to do is a 4-count breathing in, a 4-count hold, a 4-count breathing out, and holding for 4. So I want to do 3 rounds. Let's do 4 rounds of that quickly together, and then I want to bring in another concept. Okay, so I'm going to count with my fingers, and then we'll work together. So first breathe out, and then we're going to breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. Hold your breath. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. Hold your breath. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. Hold your breath. And relax. Okay, so box breathing. For one thing, you're getting a nice cycle of calm into your lungs. I feel totally calm now. It brings your focus. Okay. It quietens your mind, and it's helping the lungs and the body. That took a minute and a half, not even 2 minutes. Okay. If you're feeling overwhelmed in your day, get in your car, wherever you are, and just do 4 rounds of box work, box breathing. Okay. In that time, the whole world just goes away, just stops. Okay. And you're focused, centered, calm. Solutions are attracted to you in that moment, okay, in that calmness. They can't come to you if you're stressed, because you're stressed. Only stress is attracted to stress, okay? Solutions attract to calm. All right, so that's a really nice tool. I hope you enjoy that. And please do it. Please try it out, okay? Don't mock it till you've tried it. And if you don't feel slightly calm afterwards, then call me, okay? And tell me, and I will apologize for wasting 2 minutes of your day. Okay, the next one is you can bring in that box breathing while you walk. So if you are walking up the stairs, if you're walking to your office, if you're walking to the bathroom, okay, you just count out those breaths with the step. So step in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, etc. You get the point. Okay, but a really good way to breathe is to breathe out longer than you breathe in. Okay, so when you're breathing in for 4 or 3, you breathe out for 5 or 6. Okay, and the reason that this is important is that we are easy in-breathers, but we're not so easy on out-breath. And I know a couple of you who don't breathe out sufficiently. So what you do is you build up stale air in the system, okay? And that, you can just imagine, that's not the greatest thing. So what you want to do is you want to build up fresh air in the system. So you want to breathe out more of that carbon dioxide, and you want to breathe in more of the oxygen. Okay, how do we do that? More in, more out, less in. Okay, so you're changing the dynamic. So did that make any sense? If I listen back to this, it's not going to make sense, but just stick with me. Okay, so we're going to breathe in for 4, and I'm going to breathe out for 6. Now, we're not pausing in between this one. You can pause if you want to, but it's not necessary. All right, so breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And relax. Thank you for doing that with me. I hope you did do it with me. Okay, so I hope that makes you feel calmer and more centered, and you'll see that you'll start having more energy if you do that regularly. Just bring it in a couple times a day, and especially the really nice time to do it is as you're waking up. Do that box breathing and do a couple of rounds of that more in, less in, more out, and just as you go to bed. The box breathing, if you're in bed and you can't sleep, do that box breathing, and somewhere in between all of that, you're going to wake up in the morning and think, did I do box breathing? And you'll fall asleep during it. It's a beautiful way to encourage sleep. All right, now I'm going to stand up, and you can stand up because We've been very calm and collected here. Oh, I know, I'm so stiff. Alright, so let's stand up. I've got the light on my face. Oh, I can't see now. Blinded by the light. I'm going to just turn it a bit so it's not in my eyes. Shoo-wee. Okay. I can't see. Alright, over there. Standing feet hip width apart. Before we do the stretch, we're going to do a little bit of the getting the body into itself. So you're going to just bounce on your feet, jiggle the body, jiggle the hips, jiggle the shoulders, jiggle the head, jiggle, 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 jiggle. Okay, shake it all out, get soft. Okay, shake the wrists. All right, deep breath in. Stretch the arms overhead, and we're going to stretch right arm, left arm. Keep the arms over the head and just gently stretching the armpit to the hip, armpit to the hip, armpit to the hip. Don't lift the chin. We do this all the time, and bring the arms down. And again, deep breath in. Stretch, 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 stretch. 3 and 4. Drop the arms. Okay. Now, we're going to take the arms over again, just hook them slightly together, and we're going to lean to the left or right. Not so far, just a gentle leaning over the midline. Over and over. Keep the tummy muscles in to support the back so that you're not slumping on that spine. Okay, lengthen the spine up and over. 3 and 1 more. 4 and now we're going to turn, keep your arms hooked slightly and just turn to the right with the whole body, but keep the feet on the ground, and turn to the left. And we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sounds like a waltz. 1 more. And across. Good. And bring the arms down. All right. Feet still hip width apart. You're going to bring the arms up to shoulder height, and we're going to bring in the breath work and the stretching now, because I'm just a wily fox. Alright, so you're going to breathe 3 breaths in, 1 long breath out, pulling the arms back, keeping the palms facing the ground. Okay, so it's 3 in the nose, 1 out the mouth. So it's 4 more. 1 more. And relax the arms down. Alright, I thank my dad for that one. He used to do that every single morning at the swimming pool. I remember watching him there. And it's a beautiful one for opening up the chest. Okay, so thanks, Dad. And also for mobility on the shoulders. You'll feel the biceps there and the deltoids doing some good work. Alright, so now we're going to loosen them up. Hands, fingertips on the edge of the shoulders. Elbows bent. And you're going to do a nice rotation on the elbows. So you're taking the elbows in a big set circle. I've got my thumb on my shoulder. I'm going to circle around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to change direction and round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nice. And 8. And drop those arms, shake out those shoulders. And now, moving the shoulders like that might have built up some tension in the neck. So we're going to just release that by turning the head side to side. And we're just pulsing from each side twice. So it's pulse, pulse, breath in. And breathe in, looks like heavy work, eh? And relax. Drop the chin to the chest and just shrug the shoulders a few times. Good. All right. Going to take those arms forward and you're going to come up on your toes. So you go up on your toes and then you're going to sink down onto your heels, onto your bum, onto your heels. Up onto the toes and drop the heels down. Okay. I just thought I'd throw that one in there. We've been like doing nothing. So you're coming up onto the toes. Exhale. Up onto the toes and relax. Whoopsie. Okay, so I'm letting my arms swing, and ideally you want your knees to go forward. If they go out sideways slightly, that's fine. I know if this is a problem for you, just take your legs wide, go up on the toes, bend the knees as much as you can and come up. So don't go all the way down. For the rest of you, try it out. We'll do 3 more. I'm using my arms to help me. Last one. And there we go. And what we just threw in there was a little bit of cardio. All right. I'm going to take the legs a little bit wider now. And we're going to do a side stretch. So turn the toes out, reach over, and lunge across. I'm going to go a bit wider. Keep that arm, the right arm's tucked on the right knee. The left leg is straight, the right leg is bent. And we're lunging towards. Now my foot, my knee, and my hand are all in the same direction. Left hand. And we pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice stretch on those thighs. Other side, keep that shoulder on top of the other shoulder, tummy muscles in. I'm looking directly ahead, arm overhead, and pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. And up. Bend through the middle. Push those hips back and roll down. And hang. All right. And curling up. Before we go down into mat, we're going to take the right foot in front of the left. And you're going to curl down to stretch that glute. Breathe in. Curling forward. And hang. Let your head go. Shoulders hanging. And curl up. Good. Left leg in front of the right. Breathe in. And curling forward. And hang. And up. Nice. All right, let's go down onto the mat. I'm going to change the angle here. Good. I'm going to stretch your legs out in front of you and bring the right leg in. Pull that left hip back. And square up the shoulders. All right, we're going to bring that right hand over the left leg. Drop the chin in and stretch over the left knee. A nice stretch on the back of that left leg. And release. Nice. Change sides. Left leg bent, pull that right hip back, square up the shoulders, arm over the outside of the right leg, drop the chin down and stretch forward over the right leg. Good, and release. Nice. Gonna go onto our backs. Arms outstretched. Bring the right foot onto the left knee. Push the right knee away from you and bring that left knee down to the ground. Pressing the right knee away and relax the body. It's a lovely stretch on that hip flexor. Alright. Take the knee up, the left knee, but keep that right foot on the knee. And now you're going to put that right foot on the outside of the left knee and use it to press that knee to the ground. So use the weight of the right leg to press down on that left knee. Good. Bring it back to the center. Keep that formation and lift that left knee up towards the body. Keep the head on the ground first. Now you're getting a stretch on the back side of the right leg. Then breathe in and slowly bring the head and shoulders up, pulling the knee towards you. And release. And now we're going to change sides. So the right foot goes down, left foot on the front end of the right knee. Arms outstretched. And we take it over to the right. And press that right knee away. Feeling a stretch on the front of the flexor. Good. And now we're going to come through the midline, pull that left knee towards you, and use the foot against the outside of the right knee to press that right knee down to the ground. Alright, to the middle, and now lift that right knee to the chest. Keep the head and shoulders on the ground first. And then breathe in, exhale, lift the head and shoulders. Good, and release. Feet together, knees open, and just shake, swing side to side. Getting a nice massage on those glutes. And then take the feet wide apart and drop that right knee in and then the left knee in, stretching the hamstrings and the quads. Good. Extend the legs. Are we ready for a roll up? Stretch the body, breathe in, toes are pointed, curling up, reaching for the toes and stretching forward. Drop that chin in and sit up tall. Breathe in, flex the feet and exhale, scooping the tummy muscles, keeping the shoulders open and rolling down. Pointing toes, breathe in, bring the arms forward, follow them when you're in formation. So the arms come to the ceiling, just to reiterate this. You bring them up to the ceiling, then you're in your perfect position with the shoulders and neck. You attack the neck, the chin in. As the arms go forward, now I'm rolling off my shoulder blades. I'm not actually lifting my head yet. I'm rolling off like that. Hands then drop down. Body comes up. And you're curling towards the feet. Alright, good job. Drop the chin in, stretch for the toes. Flex the feet, sit up tall. Breathe in and tuck the hips under, finding the vertebrae to the mat. Keep the shoulders open and curl. Good job. Let's do one more. Breathe in, pointing toes, curling forward. And I've got really stiff hamstrings today. Reaching forward. Good. Nice. All right, we want to stretch the front of our bodies now. So I'm going to come onto my tummy. And I'll come to the side like this so you can see the side. There. All right. Flat out on our tummies. Head on the mat. Bring the arms behind you, behind your back. Hook them together and just stretch those shoulders. Come up off the ground. Don't lift the chin. Keep it long. Just stretch the shoulders away. Tummy muscles in, legs squeezing together. And breathe. And release. Let's do it again. Head on the ground, arms behind the back. Breathe in. Exhale, stretch those arms straight, stretching the shoulders. Tummy muscles in, legs squeezed together. And release. And one more. Breathe in. And exhale, stretching away the body. Nice stretch on the shoulders. Good. Head down. Grab the right foot if you can. And pull it to the bum. Now we're stretching the quadricep. Okay, if you can reach that foot, that's fine. If you can reach both at the same time, you can. You're going to stretch the feet away, stretching the hamstring, the quadriceps in the front of the body. But don't overstrain the body. It's okay to do one at a time. So you do your left leg, give it a nice stretch, and then you can do your right leg and stretch it, heel to the bum. Okay? And if you can do both, go ahead and do both. And then you can do a whole body stretch there. But keep the legs quite squeezed together. Alright. Put your head in your hands, shoulders back, and you're going to slide that right knee up. Okay? Pull it up, and now you're stretching those glutes. Okay? Good place to sleep. And slide it away. And then slide the left knee up to the chest. And slide it away. Hands slightly in front of the head and going up into your cobra. Tummy muscles in, shoulders back, toes pointing down, glutes tight. Stretch up. And keep that neck nice and long. Don't let the head flop back. Okay, keep it long. And then you gently pull the chin to the chest, stretching the spine. Good. And we're going to go into the shell stretch. So rolling down, push the hips back, and stretch into your shell stretch. Nice. All right. From here, we are going to, Anna, you can lie on your back with your arms outstretched and knees bent, and then drop your knees over to the right, and then drop your knees over to the left. We're going to do it in a tabletop position. Okay, so you're going to drop your left leg back slightly and lift the right arm up to the ceiling and look up. So you should get a nice side stretch. Extending that arm up and turn that chin as much as you can to look up at that hand. Deep breaths. Okay, nice extension on the spine. And then we're going to go to the other side. So hi. Come on. Come on. It's a very sorry looking dog. Okay. Come, lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Come, lie down over there. Lie down there. Lie down. Good girl. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Good girl. Alright, so onto the other side. Drop your left leg back. Drop your right leg back slightly. Lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Look up at that hand and stretch up as high as you can. Okay. What's going on? It's her time to go for a walk. Look at those ears poke up. and looking up and release, and then go back into that shell stretch for me. I don't know if any of you have heard my lovely dog sing for me. She's a very good singer. You want to sing? You want to sing for them? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Loki. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hooray! Good girl. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. I'm busy trying to teach a class though. Can you get lost? Alright. Moving on. That was a little special song for my girl. Hey. Sitting on your bum, both legs stretched out in front of you. Arms outstretched. Breathe in and drop the chin to the chest and reaching forward. Stretch towards those toes. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Come on. Downward doggy. Scratching dog. Since it's up tall, take the legs wide. I'm going to stretch from the right. Head down. Getting a nice stretch on the hips. And across to the left. Left or right. And then we're going to go over. So you're going to go right arm towards the left foot. Drop that shoulder in. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And across the other side. Good. Oh, lucky, really. And then you're going to do the same again. So you're going to stretch. Knee down. Come on. Right side. What's up? Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. And over to the left. Drop the shoulder in, go overhead. There you go, my love. There you go, my girl. There you go, my precious. And overhead to the other side. And one more. Cross the body. You're such a baby. You're such a baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, and other side. And then last one, overhead. Hi. Hello. Hello. And overhead. Oh, that feels good. Okay. To finish off, we're going to do, oh, that feels good. Let's do some foot circles. We're going to do the push-up position to the dog stretch and then rolling up to stand. And we're going to do 3 of those. Okay, and that gets that nice spinal flexion, works the shoulders a bit, stretches the legs, all the good stuff. All right, so let's do it. Going into your push-up position. First tabletop, slide the right leg, slide the left leg into your push-up position. Get your alignment on your feet nice and strong. Breathe in, drop the head down, and up into your dog stretch, dropping those heels. Walk the hands back to the feet till you're standing. Bend your knees and curling up. That's one. I know half my body's missing, it's fine. Roll forward and hang. Rock onto the hands, walk the hands forward into your dog stretch. Then pull the shoulders forward into your push-up position. Breathe in, press the hips up, dropping the head down between the shoulders into your dog stretch. Walk the hands back. Keep hanging, hang the arms, hang the head. Bend your knees and curl up. That's 2. One more. Arms overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, fold from the hips and hang. Walk the hands forward into your dog stretch. Drop those heels, stretch those legs. Rotate, hips down, shoulders forward into a push-up position. All good? Nice. Hello. Hello. All right, let's go. Up into a dog stretch. Walk the hands back and hang. Bend your knees and curl up. And I'm just going to move my camera to accommodate my standing position. All right, let's just get those wrists and shoulders loosened up after that. Some circles on the wrists. Wriggle the shoulders. And we're going to tap inside of the knees. Tap, 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 tap. And then we're going to tap the foot behind. So tap opposite. And just getting a stretch around the quads. And then we're going to tap the inside of the foot. Legs coming a little bit higher. Would you like to go outside now? Come on. Good girl. Such a baby. Good. And then the knees to finish. Alright. Arms out wide. Breathing in and down. And get it nice and soft arms. Bend the knees. Arms going out sideways. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. And release. Good. Right arm over to the left shoulder. Feel for the skull. And then work your way down outside of the left vertebra to the shoulder, edge of the shoulder, and across the body. Left arm over the right. Sounds like I'm in a ship here with a creaking door. Feel for the skull and then press along the spine, down, down, down to the shoulder and across the shoulder. Good. Let's take the arms overhead, cross the hands and cross right leg over left, bring the arms forward to the heart. Relax the body. Alright, we're going to finish with our box breath. So you're going to breathe in and hold your breath. Relax the body completely, but keep your breath in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Hold your breath. It's starting to rain here. And exhale. Last one. Breathe in. And hold your breath. And breathe out. And roll forward. And cross the legs. Curl up, arms overhead, ready to swing. And let's get a good swinging going. I'm going to show you side on so you know I really mean my swings. Breathe in and swing. And the arms really just swing. And one more. Up and release. Nice one, everybody. All right, we're going to finish with just some shoulder work. So you can just sit relaxed. Pull those shoulders back. Drop the head forward. And pull the shoulders forward. And move the head up and down. And release the shoulders. Pull them back. Pull the head forward, tucking the chin in tight. Pull them forward. And move that spine. Good. Chin up and down. Relax the shoulders and take the head over to the side. Gentle pressure along the neck. Over to the other side. Oh, gentle pressure. Pull. And across. And across. Good. Now we're going to turn the head. The turn. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Pull. And you'll feel nice pressure along here. Keep that spine nice and straight. And over to the other side. Good. Round that back. Arms forward. Round the back. Drop the chin in. Stretching the shoulders away from each other. And release. Good work. Hands behind the back. Lift the chest. Drop the chin back. And release. Good work, everybody. All right, that's it. That's a short but sweet R&R, end of the month. Lovely stuff. I'll put a note on this one that this is a very nice, relaxing, easy class. So hopefully you all did it. Okay. It's really important. I'm sure I've said this so many times. As important as it is to work, is it important to rest? And these little classes that I do once a month to really relax the body are vital for our well-being. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much. I really love what I do, and I love my life with you in it. I really am appreciative. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. It is a bit rainy today, but hopefully it'll clear tomorrow a bit and we can get outside and enjoy the flowers and the magnificence of spring. So from me to you, I love you guys. Mwah. Have a beautiful, beautiful Friday. Shabbat Shalom to my Jewish family.